Dvaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. So, first of all, I like to welcome all of you, all the Matajis and all the devotees in Mangal Aarti. I like to thank Mahaprabhu Das that he is doing Mangal Aarti every morning 4:30. This is very good and keep it up. This is given by Srila Prabhupada. Our day starts from Mangal Aarti. If starting of the day is good, then day will be good. And if starting is not good, whole day won't be good. And our time is very, very precious. Prabhupada mentioned in one play once that if one lives for 100 years, by spending millions of dollars, he cannot get a moment back. And by spending millions of dollars, he cannot add a moment into it. If time is a money, then one can understand how much money he has wasted. Even if one breath cannot be bought by millions of dollars. So we should keep in our mind time factor. Time is passing very fast. Actually, time is flying. And what the time is doing is bringing us close to the death. But we are lost in this material world and we are not serious. We are just passing our time in so many nonsense materialistic activities, and we are not preparing for inevitable death. Death is inevitable for me, you, he, she. No one can save himself from death. That is this saying Prabhupada used to say, as sure as death, that is sure. Something else may be sure, maybe not sure. So, everybody, all the Matajis, all the devotees keep this in mind. Everybody is understanding what I am saying? My accent is okay? अरे वो ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा तेज है, बाहर से हवा आ गई, थोड़ा इसको मूविंग कर दें, इसको मूविंग कर दो, मूविंग, बस ठीक है. So, by Prabhupada's mercy, inside was very hot, and Gaunitas were also feeling hot. This point by Prabhupada's mercy I will discuss. Everybody should try to remember this. First thing is, we people of Kali Yuga are very fallen in this age. In different degrees we are all fallen. Nobody claims that I am a great devotee. Prabhupada was the great devotee, not the great but greatest. Mahaprabhu, see his work, what he did for the humanity. So, in general we are all fallen, but one problem we have, I don't want to think that I am fallen. I like to think I am a great person. This is a material disease. This is material conditioning. Everybody understand? Yeah. Doesn't matter man's body, soul, or woman's body, soul, or We are conditioned souls. So we have to head towards the purity. Purity, why purity? Because the purpose of life is to meet Krishna. The purpose of life is to become Krishna conscious, so that at the end of our life we can think of Krishna. And what will happen if we are able to think of Krishna at the end of our life? Then we will go to Krishna. Not otherwise. If at the end of my life I am thinking of something else, if I am thinking of a woman is thinking of a man, not good. If one is thinking of a Krishna, definitely he will go to Krishna. Krishna has mentioned this in the 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram ya prayati samad bhavam yati nasat yatra sanshaya. At the end of one's life, one is thinking of Krishna. Krishna saying, about me, antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram ya prayati samad bhavam yati nasat yatra sanshaya. There is no doubt in this, because we have so many doubts in our heart. We are full of doubts in a conditioned state. Definitely he will attain my bhava, my emotion, if one is thinking of Krishna, not otherwise. So we should all be preparing for that moment of leaving this world, because that moment, as I said earlier, time is flying. Death is coming closer and closer. Sun God is coming up now. Surya Narayan is coming up. And he is bringing the message for me, you, he, she. What is his message? His message is described by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in one song, with the rising and the setting of the sun. What is happening? Our lifespan is decreasing. Sun's message is, I have reduced one day of your life. I have brought you close to death. What you are doing for that? You have come close to the death. We are all coming. No escape, me, you, he, she, doesn't matter. But a Vaishnava like Srila Prabhupada, they are always thinking of Krishna. And that is no fear for them. And if I am not thinking of Krishna, it's a very fearful situation for me. It's very, very dangerous. If I am not thinking of Krishna, I am thinking of if I have a wife or children or my business or anything of this material world, then it's very dangerous for me. That thought at the time of death is going to take me to hell. And hell is, we should not think there is no hell. My unclean mind says, oh, who has seen the hell? But when you will be forced to see the hell, you will be in a great difficulty. Because as long as mind is not pure, it's dirty, it's unclean. And he is always going towards the negative side. So, keeping this death in mind is very important for everyone, for me, you, he, she, everyone, to prepare for that moment. And preparation for that moment is become serious in cultivating Krishna consciousness. If we become serious, then gradually development will be there. And then we will be able to remember Krishna at the time of death. In the same chapter, in the 8th chapter, after this verse, Lord is mentioning, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajate ante kalevaram Tam tame veti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavita. Yam yam vapi smarana bhavam. In whatever state of mind one leaves his body, he will attain to that stage. So, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada gives one example. Example is giving of Maharaja Bharat. Maharaja Bharat was a king of the whole world. Prabhupada mentions, in a young age he renounced the kingdom of the whole world. He was not attached to anything because he was a great soul. His father was Maharaja Rishabh. He was an incarnation of Godhead. There were 100 brothers. Maharaja Rishabh had 100 sons. Some became Brahmanas by their action. Maharaja Bharat was the eldest. He was the king of the whole world. Whole world was Bharatvarsh. Whole world is proved. I don't want to go in detail. Some proofs are there. So he was born a great father. His father was a incarnation of Godhead, Lord Rishabdev. So in a young age he was able to renounce everything. We stay attached. Attachment is the cause of our bondage and suffering and hell. We should learn to be detached. So Maharaja Bharat went to the forest. How many servants he took with him? No one. Alone. King living in a very perishable situation. Thousands of servants. And he was the king of the whole world. Renounced everything. Because at the time of death we will be forced, me, you, he, she, to leave everything behind. What to speak of my wealth, my home, my bank balance? I will be forced to leave this body also. Not I, but all of us. Me, you, he, she. We will be forced. It's not necessarily that I will leave when I will be very old. No, I am already old. 74 years is the fourth year is running. Even in a young age one can leave. One young man came to Srila Prabhupada. He was very angry with Prabhupada. What was his anger? He said, Swamiji. Prabhupada said, yes. Why you give sannyas to young people? Prabhupada said, then whom I should give sannyas? Prabhupada was super conscious. You should give sannyas to old people. So what do you mean by old people? Old people means one who is close to death. He should take sannyas, chant Hare Krishna and go to Krishna. What was Prabhupada's answer? We should all keep in mind. Prabhupada said, are you young or old? He said, I am young. He said, you have any guarantee that you cannot die? He said, no, you are also old man. Only Mahabhagavad devotees can speak like this. So it's not that woman should also think, man should also think, not when I grow old I will die. I can die in a young age also. I gave the example of one boy, his parents were coming to the temple, they were aspiring devotees. This boy, when he was 1 year old, so his parents brought Maharaj, now he's 1 year. I gave him a gift, dhoti and kurta, little kids dhoti and kurta. Every day they will come to the temple, all the devotees like this little boy, very good boy and very devotionally inclined. So, then later I think maybe 2 years, when he was 2 years old, less or more, he asked his mother that you know that Guruji gave me dhoti and kurta, put me on, I want to go to the temple. Mother told me. And when he was 2.5 years old, he left his body. 2.5 years old. Is the time to leave? No. At any moment, anybody can leave. That's why Krishna, in the 12th chapter, I think 12th, 13th or 12th, he's saying in the verse 9, I think 13th chapter, verse 9, he's saying that Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukh Doshanu Darshanam. Everybody should see birth, old age, Vyadhi means sickness, Janma Mrityu, Janma, birth, death, old age, disease, unhappiness, dukh, dosh, faults. We all have faults. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, Dukh, Doshanu, Darshanam. 6 things. Lord is saying, see them every day. Why is asking to see every day? So that we can get rid of them. And we can only get rid of them, this Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, by coming to the shelter of Krishna. No other shelter, only Krishna. Through the proper channel. Proper channel is Parampara. Our Gurudev Srila Prabhupada, he is the pure representative of Krishna. And he is coming this disciplic succession. Through him and all the predecessor acharyas. All of you should also have faith in Srila Prabhupada. You may have faith in me or may not have faith in me. That doesn't matter. But all of you should have much faith in the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. There can be some doubt in me, but Prabhupada's character is doubtless. No doubt. He is very, very special Vaishnava and he is very elevated soul. None of you have seen Prabhupada. Anybody has seen Prabhupada? Here? I have this golden opportunity, not golden but platinum opportunity to see him personally and be with him. By his causeless mercy, he allowed me twice to be with him. 1975 and in the end of his life, 77. Such a great soul is very rare. So, my character can be doubtful, but there is no doubt in Prabhupada's character. See his work. He made impossible possible. It was not possible for the people living in America and Canada. It was not possible for those people to change because they are beef eater, they drunk wine, they are the sex monger, they are the gambler also. These are the 4 sinful activities. They are in abundance in them and they were totally polluted persons. We are all polluted in different degrees, but they were more polluted than others. And their teachings are spreading, the polluted teachings are spreading all over the world. Even in India and in this country, all over the world, we are imitating the Western people. We want to become like them. In Guyana, they forget their language. Yesterday, Mahaprabhu was mentioning all the Indians here came from India. In Guyana, in Suriname, and in Trinidad. There is a British Guyana, this is British Guyana. There is a Dutch Guyana, that is Suriname, is that right? There is a French Guyana. What is that? What is the name of that place? French Guyana.
Cayenne, they call it Cayenne.
Cayenne. that is French Guyana. This was a British colony, and Suriname was a Dutch colony, and Cayenne means French Guyana was a French colony. So these people brought the, India so many, so they brought them here and started these countries ruling. But with the course of time, they finished. These colonies are finished, now everybody is independent. So, all of you have Indian background. And Indians are, different than the others. To be connected to that tract of land is special. The whole world is connected with Krishna. I don't want to go into detail, so much detail is there. This Europe is also connected with Krishna. All the Europeans are the Kshatriyas from India. So, but by being separated from that tract of land, they lost their language, they lost their culture, they became Mlechas. Mlecha means eating meat, drinking wine, and associating unrestrictedly with the women and gambling, the Mlechas. Now their effect is there in India also, and you people are very much affected by this culture here in Guyana, but some good souls are also there. So, Prabhupada preached from US. Why? When these people, those who are totally lost in the material world, they were becoming hippies, Prabhupada changed them, reformed them. Why from India? Why not? Why from America? Why not from India? Because Indians are imitating the Western world. When Western people were changed, many Indians were reformed, many Indians were changed. I have heard Prabhupada's mouth. Sometimes devotees used to act whimsically on the mental plane. And Srila Prabhupada used to say, you are reviving your old habits. If we are not heading towards purity, if we won't follow a pure devotee as it is, without any change, without any additional alteration, the contamination will increase. Contamination, impurity will stay or increase. We have to head towards purity. So, to change the Western world, it was very important. This is the reason Prabhupada changed the Western world, to save India and Indian culture. So we should all be very serious in following Srila Prabhupada's instruction and follow as it is, no change. Our habit is to change. As I mentioned earlier, though I may be a fool number one, but I will think I am very intelligent. As long as we are conditioned, doesn't matter who he may be, me, you, he, she. He will think I am a great guy. He may be a fool number one. But Lord Chaitanya is setting the example. Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is non-different from Krishna. There is one difference between Lord Chaitanya and Krishna. What is the difference? The difference is only this. Lord Chaitanya is in the mood of Radharani. And this mood is so great. The mood of Radharani is so wonderful that Krishna has opened up this Krishna Prem. Radharani's mood is, she is the greatest devotee of Krishna. Even Krishna was thinking, what enjoyment Radharani gets serving me? So how he can understand? So assume this form, Lord Chaitanya. And Krishna in the mood of Radharani. This is the only difference. Mood of Radharani is so wonderful that Krishna in the form of Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he opened up this Krishna Prem, love of Krishna for we people of Kali Yuga. We people of Kali Yuga are very fallen. We have no interest in our deliverance. Our interest is how I can enjoy more, how I can eat more, how I can sleep more, how I can mate more. This is our interest. This is the hellish. So, Srila Prabhupada changed these Western people, and now this old reviving their old habits is coming, but we should pray again and again to Srila Prabhupada and Parampara and 6 Goswamis, and Gaur Nitai, please help everyone. Please be kind to everyone. We all belong to you. In one song, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, praying to the Lord, Maro bhi tor, rakho bhi tor, jo ichha tuar, nitya dasa prati tuva adhikar. This is total surrender. A Mahabhagavad Vaishnava Bhaktivinoda Thakur is teaching, my Lord, you kill me, you slay me, or you protect me. Whatever you like to do, you can do with this servant. I am your eternal servant. This is the feelings of a Mahabhagavad Vaishnava like Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And same feeling was coming in all the Vaishnavas, in Gaurakshodas Babaji, in Bhaktisnand Prabhupada, and in our Gurudev Srila Prabhupada. We don't have that. We have to develop these feelings. Total dependence upon Krishna. That is only going to protect us at the time of departing from this material world. Other than this, we have to keep on changing different bodies, and very, very troublesome. In one song, to make us realize Bhaktivinoda Thakur is going, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, he is saying, Gopinath, I am very, very fallen. He is saying that I can't tolerate this anymore, changing different bodies. Janama Marana Mala, this circle. I can't tolerate this. This was all of us. Bhaktivinoda Thakur was very elevated soul. He was householder, 11 children, very elevated personality. One of his sons was Naishtkiya Brahmachari. Naishtkiya Brahmachari means all the time celibate, never seen any woman in his life. And he was the son of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. We need the children like Bhaktivinoda Thakur's son. We should become Pakka devotees. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, he inspired our Gurudev Srila Prabhupada in the first meeting. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying total surrender. And this Gopinath song is saying, Gopinath, Mama Nivedena Shuno, Vishaya Durujan Sada Kamarat, Kichu Nahi Moragono. Though he was full of all wonderful qualities, his life was transcendental, but what he is thinking about himself. And Prabhupada explained this point in another song. Prabhupada gives the purport. In that song he is saying, Amara Jivana Sada Paperat. My life is ever given to the sins. If you try to find out, you won't find any pious activities in my life. I mean, I am a cheater, I am a liar, I am a sex monger, I am, I think bad of others, I think of my enjoyment. It's a very beautiful song. We should sing this, Amara Jivan Sada Paperat. So Prabhupada gave purport to this song. He's saying, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is describing the life of people in general and taking him one of them. He's not thinking I'm very special. This is the qualification of pure devotees. Pure devotees don't think I am a great person. Why I think I am great? Because I am not pure. This is my disease. But we have to follow the footsteps of these pure devotees, is Mahabhagat Vaishnavas. So, we have to surrender, come to the shelter of Sri Krishna, then only the end of our life can be good, otherwise it's horrible. It's not good. What I wanted to say, then other subject came, I wanted to say about the deities. We are at present in conditioned state. There is liberated stage and conditioned stage. Everybody understand? Anybody here liberated? Raise your hand or say, yes, I am liberated. Anybody liberated here? Nobody. But we have to head towards liberation. We have to head towards purity, because one day we are going to sit in a very big exam. We have to pass that exam. So, in a conditioned state, we cannot see the Krishna's original form, which is Sat Chit Ananda, full of knowledge, eternal and blissful. Krishna, out of his kindness, out of his causeless mercy, whatever we can see with our eyes, he appeared in that form, because he is our well-wisher. He wants us to get out of here, this material world. I am attached to this material world, but one day I will be forced to give up this material world. We will all be, for me, you, he, she, we will be all forced. But if I am not pure, then I won't be able to give up this material world in a proper state of mind. That is only possible if I will become pure, free from all material desires. Purity is described by Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, the great Acharya. He is saying, Anna vilachata shunnam Gyan karmadi anavritam. A material desire must be zero, no more material desire. Shunnam means zero. Gyan karma. Gyan means the philosophical speculation. And this Gyan, there is one sect they call Gyan Mark. They believe in knowledge. But that knowledge that is condemned by Lord Chaitanya, who is the Yuga avatar. And his pure devotee, Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, is saying, Gyan karmadi navritam. There is no need of knowledge, and we are generally karmi. What is a karmi? Karmi means fruity workers. I am working for some fruit. I am working very hard, I will get some money. What I will do with the money? I will enjoy. This is the mentality I have. It's not good. That is the hellish karmi. That will lead me to the hell. And Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada is saying, Gyan karma. There is no need of knowledge, empirical philosophy or this philosophical speculation. I don't need this knowledge. Anukullena Krishnanu. Whatever is pleasing to Krishna, I should be accepting that. Anukullena Krishnanu Shilnam Bhaktir Uttama. That I should perform that devotion which is pleasing to Krishna. And the example is given by Srila Prabhupada of that devotion. And Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada is also giving. What is that example? Example is given, Prabhupada has explained. Arjun, he is acting on the platform of an ordinary person, because we are all ordinary, me, you, he, she. But we have to elevate ourselves. By Krishna's divine arrangement, Haribol, I don't need this fan. Move the fan that side. So, Krishna has arranged his friend Arjun and he has made him instrumental to speak. And Arjun is acting like an ordinary person, though he is very, very elevated personality. He is Krishna's eternal friend. Is acting like an ordinary person. What are his actions? Other needs, it's okay.
No, later.
Okay.
Mataji didn't tell me.
Okay. Others, we people are ordinary people because we are attached to the material world. Arjuna is saying he is also acting like ordinary person, and Krishna is giving him Bhagavad Gita, this knowledge. What is that ordinary he is acting? He is attached to his family members. Generally, we are all attached to our family members. Husband, wife, children, father, mother, relatives. He is also attached. Though he is not, but he is acting like that so that we can understand the things as they are. He said, I don't want to fight. Firstly, Krishna asked him, fight. I don't want to fight. Why? Because they are my relative, they will be killed. So Krishna explaining, Natvevahum jatunasam na tvam neme janadipa na chaiva na bhavishyama sarve bhayam matapiram. Never there was a time you didn't exist or I didn't exist. We existed in the past, now we are existing in these bodies, and even after giving up these bodies, we will continue our existence in the future also. So Arjuna is asking question like an ordinary person. But then Krishna explained the whole Bhagavad Gita. Krishna explained the whole Bhagavad Gita, then he understood in the end of Bhagavad Gita, in 80th chapter. He said, Nashta moha smriti labdha tat prasadat may achyuta. Oh my Lord, achyut means you never fall down. We are achyut, we can fall down. But never, Krishna can never fall down. One name of Krishna is Achyut. By your mercy, my dear Achyut Sri Krishna, my attachment is gone. Nash moha. Smriti, my remembrance has come back. My smriti labdva, I was forgetful of everything. When we are in attachment in moha, then we forget everything. Nashta moha smriti labdva tat prasadat me achyuta. By your mercy, my Lord. Sito asmi, now I am properly situated. Gat sandeha, my all the doubts are gone. Karse vachanam tava. I will follow your commandment. Whatever you will say, I will do that. So, Arjun, he didn't want to fight first. But then, for the pleasure of Krishna, he fought. This is Ankul Bhakti, Ankullena. Srila Rupa Goswami Prabhupada, a great Acharya, is explaining us. He is explaining Ankullena Krishnanu. We have to do whatever Krishna likes because Krishna knows what he is talking. Krishna knows what is right, what is wrong. We don't know. Me, you, he, she, we don't know what is right and what is wrong. I will take right as wrong and wrong as right. I have to be a little frank. I met one man, he was a big speaker. But then I talked to him. He came in my contact. And you know, in the chapter 3, verse 37, Krishna is explaining our greatest enemy is a lust. Man is lusty for a woman and woman is lusty for a man. This is our greatest enemy. So I talked to this man, big orator, and so many people listen to him. Then, sorry to say, he said, I can go to a woman 100 times. I said, he's a nonsense, stupid person. He's thinking this is a life. It's not a life, this is a hell. A man thinks of a woman, woman thinks of a man, is a hell for both of them. It should be only for procreation, for increasing the progeny. But we are conditioned soul, and conditioned soul both think this is the life. That guy is a big orator, filthy, he never used any paste, he is preaching something, different. Now smell comes from his mouth as a dirty man. But see, he's more dirty in his action. Then I gave him Prabhupada's Gita, I said, follow, read this. Then I was not in his contact. Point I'm making is people think to enjoy. What do people think in America? I met one Mataji, by Prabhupada's mercy, she was saved. She was initiated by Prabhupada. And I found in Americans one thing, they're very frank, they don't hide anything. We Indians, I will like to hide, but they don't hide. So this Mataji told me, she is Prabhupada disciple, her name is Kunti Mata, something like that, Kunti. One devotee used to call her Mother Kani Mani. He was not able to understand her name. So she told me, Maharaj, my mother was married 16 times. Now she's looking for a 17th husband. This is the culture. Woman changing so many men. This is the Western culture. Once I was speaking in Chicago in one house. I said, what kind of country you are living here? I cited this example of mother, that her mother was married 16 times. So then this man, my host, he said, Swamiji, this information is old. The latest information is Elizabeth Taylor was married 26 times, looking for a 27th husband. This is the culture. Man thinks of a woman, these are hellish. And Prabhupada has come up here to save us from hell. Choice is mine, or choice is ours, Whether I want to be saved to go to hell, or I want to go to hell, choice is ours. But the black and white, this path has been enunciated by Srila Prabhupada. Nobody should think Prabhupada was an ordinary devotee. He is a very special devotee. And even now I guarantee you, all the Matajis, all the devotees here, or the internet listener, those who are listening me in the internet, have full faith in Prabhupada. And he will even now save you. Such examples are there. I don't want to go into detail. So, Prabhupada is very, very special devotee. He is an empowered incarnation. If he was not empowered, he could not have done what he has done for the whole world, changing Mlechas and Yavanas to Vaishnavas. Once one person asked, one Indians have become foolish, very foolish also. Because of the foreign subjugation, Britishers were ruling us for 200 years. Before Muslims were ruling for 800 years. We have become, cripple-minded. One Indian asked Prabhupada, Swamiji, can you show the miracle? They believe in miracle. Those miracles, some in India produce some ash. What is that miracle? Nonsense. Or produce some gold. No producing, these are tricks. I don't want to go to tell that. It came to the newspaper. One big following he has, so many people. He was found in the trick, how he was producing gold and how he was producing ash. So people believe in these kind of miracles. They are all nonsense. So Srila Prabhupada was asked this Indian guy, Swamiji, can you show some miracle? What was Prabhupada's answer? Prabhupada said, these Mlechas and Yavanas, they have become Vaishnavas. They have given up all dirty habits. But more miracle than you want this. This is the greatest miracle Prabhupada has done. And he was very, very special Vaishnava. And I thank to Krishna and Radharani and Gaur-Nitai. They allowed me to be with their pure devotee. To be with him. I was not, I was boy, first time I was with Prabhupada, 1975, you can imagine how many years. Then 77. Little association. But such a great soul. Very, very rare, very, very rare. So Prabhupada can help you know if you have full faith in him. Don't get distorted, don't just go here and there, no. I have full faith in Prabhupada. This our GBC body also wants. The GBC body also have decided this IDC, ISKCON Disciple Course, they are putting Prabhupada in the center. So, Anukullena Krishnanu, what is pleasing to Krishna, that kind of devotional service we should perform. Arjun, to please Krishna, he was ready. He said, I will fight with my relatives. Before he was reluctant. He didn't want to fight. But then he agreed. This is Krishna, Anukullena Krishnanu. What of Krishna wants, he is saying in Bhagavad Gita. Read that. In chapter 9, he is saying, Manmana mad bhakto madhyajimam namaskaru mame veshasi yuktave matmanam matpanayana. Become my devotee. This is pleasing to Krishna. Manmana mad bhakto, become my devotee and pay your obeisance unto me. Madhyajimam namaskaru mame veshasi yuktave matmanam matpanayana. You come to my shelter, do everything for my pleasure. And what will happen? This way you will come to me. This is pleasing to Krishna. So we should not perform devotional service the way I think, the way you think. No. We should perform, be our acharyas thinks, and be Krishna wanted. That is the Anukul devotion. Krishna wanted Arjuna to kill his relative, is ready. At one point he stopped, he said, my Lord, how I can fight with Dronacharya, who is my guru, and Bhishma Pitama, who is my grandfather. I played in the lap of Bhishma Pitama. So, then what was the answer of Krishna? Krishna said, Arjun, when your wife Draupadi was being disrobed by the sons of Dhritarashtra, they were both sitting there, they didn't say anything. Negligence of duty. Prabhupada is mentioning chapter 11, verse 49 of Bhagavad Gita. Negligence of duty. Negligence of duty should not be there. Prabhupada was never negligent of his duty. I have seen, even in the end of his life, he is doing his duty. That I witnessed one happening. One devotee, he was not initiated by Prabhupada. He brought one doctor to check up Prabhupada. So Prabhupada was lying on the bed. He was very, very weak. The question arises, why Prabhupada was so weak, so sick? Because of our karma. He has taken our karma. Once I asked Srila Prabhupada, why you are sick? Because of you I am sick. I have taken your karma. That is the truth. Pure devotees don't have their karma, they take our karma. So, now he's lying, few days later he left his body, and one Prabhupada's good friend, you can say, he was very fond of Prabhupada. He gave a good donation to Srila Prabhupada. He donated the Gurukul land in Vrindavan. So this person brought one doctor to examine Prabhupada. Doctor's name was Dr. Gopal. And Dr. Gopal started lifting one leg of Prabhupada, saying, because lying on the bed whether mobility is there or not. If we don't move, the body becomes stiff. He moved one leg, then lifted one hand of Prabhupada and did like this, slowly. So one of us who was saying, Prabhupada, soon you will get better, and with the left hand you will hold the bell of Krishna Balaram. Everybody started laughing. When he came to the right hand, Prabhupada, with this right hand, you will hold the Aarti of Krishna Balaram. Everybody started laughing. Now this Dr. Gopal examined Prabhupada and he went. Then what happened? Prabhupada, few days later left his body. What he said? He corrected that devotee. He said, a devotee should not talk in such a way before the spiritual master which cause laughter. So his mouth was shut, his head was down. He was thinking, I'm great. No, till the end of his life he's still doing his job, correcting. Prabhupada said, our job is a thankless job. Guru's job, nobody will like, to be corrected. Because we are all conditioned soul, we think I am great. If somebody correct me, I don't like, I will become defensive, then offensive, give many arguments. I have seen among many devotees. So, Prabhupada is very, very special Vaishnava. And I was talking about deities. With these eyes, we can only see stone or metal or some painting. Krishna is so kind. He appeared in the form of a metal, or in the form of a painting, or in the form of a deities, So we should take care of deities nicely. Here, very hot inside. It's getting late. Should I speak more?
No, it's whatever you want.
Oh, okay. So I will explain this. There is one Mataji. She was in Bengal, elderly Mataji called Pichima. She was from very rich family, and there are deities of Gaur Nitai in one place. I forget the name of the place. And this Mataji came to have a darshan. These Gaur Nitais were the Gaur Nitai of Murari Gupta. Murari Gupta was the incarnation of Hanuman. In Chaitanya Leela, Murari Gupta was Hanuman's incarnation. Murari Gupta and the Mata went there, and those deities served by the Murari Gupta. Murari Gupta was a very, very special devotee of the Lord, incarnation of Hanuman. I will tell you a little story of Hanuman, Murari Gupta. When Lord Chaitanya used to visit Murari Gupta, and Murari Gupta was so much in love, pure devotion to Lord Gauranga. He mentioned that he thought, not mentioned, he thought Lord is going to, finish his Leela here and return to his abode. So how am I going to live without him? So much love. So but Murari Gupta went, said, tomorrow I will go and have a darshan of my Lord Gauranga, then commit suicide. What he did, he went, made one knife, very big knife, and kept that. And Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of God, and he came to his house, Murari Gupta's house. He said, Murari, where is that knife? What knife, my Lord? I know, bring that knife. Murari Gupta fell at the feet of the Lord. He said, Murari, you cannot tolerate my separation, and by committing suicide, you're giving me your separation. I will be separated from you. He has so much love. So Murari Gupta, he is explaining so many things about Lord Gauranga, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He has these deities, he worships Gaur Nitai deities. The Gaur Nitais, this Pishima came to see those Gaur Nitais. She was very good soul, coming from very rich family, and different happenings. These Gaur Nitais are still there in Vrindavan. You can have their darshan. So Pishima, Lord said, we want to have a sweet rice. So she arranged the sweet rice big, so much milk and sugar and rice and sweet rice were offered to Gaur Nitai. And Gaunita used to talk to Spishima. Once she was in her, mothers have the monthly, period. She was not, oh, I will see my Lord now. So Gaunita said, you're like our mother. You can come. Then after that, she has never period in his life. So Gaunita, now this Spishima became old. But every day she will come have a darshan. She entrusted the service of Gaunita to one Goswami, means Brahmin. Every day she will come and have a darshan of his Gaunita. But she entrusted the service to this Goswami, and Goswami was not as pure as the mother, this Pishima. He bathed Gaunita with cold water. Cold, and Gaunita developed a cold, sneezing. And Pishima came to have a darshan. And she found out that her deities Gaunita have a cold. She shouted, said, you bathed my Gaunita with the cold water. That was true. It's winter here. Why you bathe them with cold water? Come here, I will show you. Then took her sari near the Gaunita, and Gaunita did this, And she see, they're cold, they're running nose. Point I'm making is, this should Mahaprabhu should understand this. We can't keep the deities in so hot room. We were feeling hot there inside. And deities, then they won't stay. Then only statue, no deities. We want Krishna to be present, Gaunita to be present in the deity form. Then they should be taken care nicely. You understand, Mahaprabhu?
Yes, sir.
You will do that, follow?
Yes.
Make a bigger, Krishna has given you. Make a nice temple room here. Devotees will come, serve them nicely, take care of them nicely. Gaunita, they don't take offense. And Radha Krishna, they take the offense. Prabhupada has recommended the worship of Gaunita. In one letter, Srila Prabhupada in Los Angeles, requesting his devotee, if temple is close by, how far you have temple from here?
Yes, Raj.
How far the temple from here?
12 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
Which temple?
UG Road.
10 minutes.
Yes, Raj.
Not very far. But then Prabhupada has recommended, Haribol, can you give me that? I will read one Prabhupada's quote, which should be followed by everyone. And what is this quote? I may forget some words. As it is, I will read this. And all the householders should follow. Why you are talking? Haribol, why you are talking? What she is saying, Aarti?
She said he write in Hindi, so he is an Indian.
Writing, maybe you should not talk when I am speaking. This is the younger one, is the elder one. Are you chanting Hare Krishna? How many rounds?
2.
And you? This is your daughter?
Yes.
How many you are chanting?
4.
4? She is not chanting?
4 rounds.
She is chanting too?
Yes.
You are now, how old are you? You should chant 16 rounds now. And you should chant 8 rounds. You understand? Yes? Yes? Okay. मेरी ग्रीन डायरी में है ये household sadhana. So, I humbly request all the mothers, all the devotees there, strictly follow Srila Prabhupada, because that test is coming for all of us. This is a letter of Srila Prabhupada, 1st May 1974. Letter was to Jai Tirtha. Jai Tirtha is no more, and this letter was written by Srila Prabhupada, 1974. Everybody listen this carefully. As for the Grihasthas worshipping Gaur Nitai deities, that is only for those who live far away from the temple. Far away from the temple. You understand?
Yes.
and cannot attend. They cannot attend. Otherwise, such worship is redundant. You understand the meaning of redundant? What is the meaning of redundant?
Not necessary.
Not necessary. Redundant, how anybody can else explain?
Not necessary.
Not necessarily. Redundant, there is already deity worship going on in the temple, and they should attend the aartis, not install their own deities. The householding community in Los Angeles or any of our temples is not meant to be independent from the temple program. Srila Prabhupada to Jaitirtha, May 1st, 1974. What do you think?
Yes, Gumaraj.
Ready to follow this?
Gumaraj, the temple that is close by is, they do article at 6 o'clock.
That's not good. Yeah, that is a good reason then. We should have valid reason to do worship Gaunita at home. And as I thanked earlier, you are doing 4:30. I told you to do, you are doing. It's very good. Keep it up. That's right. And we are changing according to our convenience. I found one devotee, he kept the Aarti 5:30 for his convenience. But still he never came to Mangal Aarti. From 4:30 to 5:30 Aarti. What is this? So you have valid reason. They are doing 6, that's not good. And you can tell them if you do 4:30, then I can come there. 10 minutes, you can go 10 minutes?
I can go Gumaraj, but then they won't change because they will say that's too early for people. They will say that it's too early for many people. They want to do it at 6 because it's more convenient for more people.
No, but Prabhupada didn't want that. Prabhupada wanted 4:30.
Yes, Gumaraj, I understand.
Prabhupada didn't say that you change the Aarti according to your convenience. You have to do according to Lord's convenience, not your convenience, you have to say. Is this clear? So the future of this Krishna consciousness movement, it's here, I will read, is very bright. So long the managers remain vigilant that 16 rounds are being chanted by everyone without fail, and that they are all rising before 4 a.m. in the morning, attending Mangal Aarti, Srila Prabhupada to Karandar, December 22nd, 1972. I have gathered Prabhupada's quotes in this, very nice. Anyway, you have valid, but you can tell them, this is Prabhupada's order. If you can have Mangal Aarti 4:30, I can come there. If they don't do that, their choice, but you should do your job. Like I explained you agree?
Yes, sir.
Just like Krishna explained to Arjun what to fight, Krishna explained Duryodhan also. Duryodhan didn't listen to Krishna and was doomed. Actually, Krishna came to Duryodhan with this proposal that Duryodhan, this kingdom belongs to the Pandavas because their father Pandu was the ruler. Plus, Duryodhan was not a good person. He was not a devotee. He was a materialistic person. So, he said, you want to rule the kingdom, you do this. Because your brothers, they don't want to fight for their right. This is devotee's nature. You want to rule, you can rule. But they are Kshatriyas. They cannot take the work of Vaishyas or Shudras. Give them the 5 villages so that they can rule the 5 villages and make their living. Clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what was the answer of Duryodhana? 5 villages. I am not ready to what you call land, part with the land equal to the point of a needle. I am not ready to part a land which is equal to the point of a needle. Arjuna is listening to Krishna, but Duryodhana is not. Then he parted the whole world. Pandava got the kingdom by the mercy of Krishna. So, point is, we are not devotee, we won't listen to Krishna. But then we will listen to the, death, we will listen to the Yamaduta's punishment, and we will listen to so many problems. Clear, Mahaprabhu?
Yes, Lord.
If they don't do, you can just tell them. Not following, that's their choice. But you should do your job, like I explained you this before or now. Tell them, don't do, it's okay. We should do our job. Like Bhishma and Dronacharya's, example is given that they didn't stop. Draupadi, she is a daughter-in-law for Dronacharya. Arjuna is just like his son, he is his student. And Bhishma was a grandfather, like grandson. So she is the wife of a grandson. But when Duryodhana ordered to his younger brother Dushasan, now she is cheated, they cheated actually devotees. In the gambling they cheated. It was a cheating. Devotees get cheated. So he said, no, bring the Draupadi now, she is our property. Disrobed her hair in front of everyone. So Bhishma Pitama Dronacharya kept quiet. So Arjuna said, how I can fight with Dronacharya and Bhishma Pitama? And Krishna said, when your wife was being disrobed, they were both sitting there. Negligence of duty. Clear?
Yes, Lord.
Negligence of duty should not be there. So deities are himself present there, should make some arrangement of fan there, some AC or whatever is possible. Not that you live in AC or in otherwise.
Yeah, our bedroom have AC.
So why not Krishna? Why not Gaunita? They don't feel hot? You don't feel hot?
Yes, Lord.
We have to take care of them. I have seen Gaunitas not happy, they are feeling hot there. Pishima's Gaunita got cold when, they were bathed with the cold water. So they feel hot, they feel cold, we have to take nice care of them. Then they accept the service. By serving the deities, when purification is there, the deities will talk. They will walk. Pishima's Gaunita, she used to scold them very much, because they have become Pishima's sons. Once they asked for shoes, I think something happened, I don't remember exactly. They couldn't provide she couldn't provide the shoes. Gaunita went without shoes somewhere, and she scolded. A lot like that from his devotees. Like Mother Yashoda used to scold Krishna. Oh, you don't eat. All that I'm playing. You become big, very big. Come and eat. Krishna like this. What do you think?
Yes, Lord.
Huh?
Yeah.
So Pishima used to scold in a very nice pastime. And those deities are still there in Vrindavan. They came to Vrindavan from the Bengal, wherever they were Murari Gupta deities. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Savior of the fallen Srila Prabhupada ki. So thank you very much for listening. Any question, any comments anybody has? What I said, if you are not able to understand, ask the question.
Maharaj, Concentration.
Raise your hand. Anybody raised said any from this side? Any Mataji? Okay, yes.
जप में ध्यान नहीं लगता.
हाँ. His question should be on the subject matter. This was another subject matter. But anyway, I answered your question. He is saying, while chanting, I can't concentrate. You know, your mind, his, her, our minds are lost in this material world. We don't know how many births we have taken, how many times we have died. And that pollution is there in the mind. It will gradually, when purification will be taken, then it will concentrate there on the chanting. Because so many sinful activities we have committed in this lifetime, previous lifetime. It's not like this your mind will be concentrating on the chanting. It will happen gradually. When you will be free from offenses, when so many other things are noted, gradually you will be able to chant Hare Krishna properly.
But Maharaj, in starting, when I start the japa, at the time it used to be better than now. I used to feel happy.
So okay, then what is the question? If you used to feel better, then what is the question?
Means in starting, I used to concentrate on the japa. It used to be better than this time. I can't concentrate right now.
There must be something wrong with you. You may not be following the regulatory principles. That's why it's happening. If you follow the principle, then it will stay. It's not steady. In the beginning it was, you are not following. Did I interview? No, you. Did I interview you?
Yes.
So you are not following the principle.
Oh, yeah, I follow regular.
Now?
No, means.
Since how long you are following?
9 years.
You sure?
I joined the
You sure?
Yes.
I will have your interview again then.
Yes.
I think you are not following. You are not following. That's why it's not concentration. Follow gradually it will happen. It won't happen so quick. You understand?
I joined this kind 9 years ago.
Okay, I understood.
Yes.
But you are not following the regulatory principles. For 9 years you are not following. One principle which, I talked to your wife Aarti, I think I talked to you also, and you're not following. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So then how you expect that things? You have to follow.
Yes, ma'am.
Then concentration will come.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other question any Mataji has? Yes.
You talked about Pisima and a relationship with God Nitai. How there are many rasas we can have with the Lord. Is it possible to have those rasas with the devotees of the Lord, or is it exclusively with Krishna himself?
Krishna and devotees are different. Devotees are devotee and Krishna is the Supreme Personality. How you can have same rasas with them? One should be respectful to the devotees also. There's a difference. First elevate yourself, then talk. Elevation is not there. What is the use of big talk? No good. Any other question anybody has? Please repeat after me. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarane in this mention that Prabhupada is delivering the Western world, I feel he is delivering the Eastern world also, because by preaching his in the Western world, Eastern people also became devotee, those who were getting lost in the material world. So please repeat, Samasta Desha, Tarane. First pray to Prabhupada and this pranam mantra, Western countries, Paschatya Desh Tarane. But I feel everybody agree with me. He is delivering the whole world, even the Indian people also. Several examples are there, I don't want to go in detail. Then after paying obeisances to Srila Prabhupada on the bigger beat, then you chant Jai Shri Krishna, Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi, Gaura Bhakta, Brinda. Then you chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai Pancha Tattva ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna. Now everybody chant and be happy. Chant nicely, meditate on the sound vibration, and if possible listen to Prabhupada japa. You have Prabhupada japa?
Yes,
Fast japa.
the fast one? Yes.
Put their fast japa here so that they can chant.
You have it? Right.
She has?
Yes, go ahead.